Hello guys, welcome back to Knitting Catalog. I'm happy to be in your presence today. Okay guys, today I want to share with you how to knit a sweater. I'm knitting this sweater for a teenager that does not like too much of color. So guys, I decided to share how I knit this particular sweater with you. So I'm going to use these three colors and I'm going to use cat 7, using cat 7 for tux pattern, and I'm going to use 12 balls of yarn altogether, and this is going to be 2 and this is going to be 2 balls. The hash, 2 of them are going to be 2 balls each, and the black is going to be 8 balls, so making 12 balls that I'm going to use for this sweater. And the sweater is button down long sleeve sweater. So guys, let's see how I'll go about this. So I'm going to cast on 65 by 65 in rib 2 by 1. So I'm going to go ahead and do a wrap on them, set my needle on 2 by 1 and do a wrap on them. So I'm going to bring one to make it complete right here guys, to make it complete. So I'm having 65 needle and 66 needle here. I'm going to wrap with black as the main color right now. It's after the wrap, I'm going to hang my comb on it. So after hanging the comb on it, I'm going to change my tension back to 5. I'm using tension 5. This is Brother Knitting Machine standard gauge, So I'm going to go ahead and knit 50 rows with tension 5. The rib is rib 2 by 1. Going to change my row counter. So guys, I'm going to fold. This is 50 rows right now. So guys, after folding, I'm going to knit 2 rows right now. That's it. Then I'm going to turn over this rib because we are using the back of the tux pattern as the front side, so I have to turn the rib. So I'm going to do that by knitting 2 rows in contrast color of yarn. So guys, I'm going to knit the 2 rows right now. And drop this work, drop it out of machine by knitting on it, by knitting empty carriage on it. So I'm going to turn the work right now, turn it and fix it back to machine. So guys, after fixing it, I'm going to loose out the waist yarn. What I need to do is to change my tension back to 6. So the body tension is going to be 6 and I'm using cat 7. You can see I'm using cat 7. It's already on old. So I will put the link of how to knit this cat 7 in this tux pattern in the description of this video. So I'm going to change my row counter back to 1, being that my carriage is here. Assuming I've knit 1 row, then that's it. Then I'm going to turn this to inform my carriage I want to knit punch card knitting, and I'm going to knit 1 row, in which this 1 row is going to record as the 2nd row on my row counter. So the tension is 6. I'm using tension 6 for the body of the sweater. So I'm going to knit right now 1 row. That's it. So I'm going to hang weight on the work. Make sure you centralize your weight, your casting on comb on the work. That's it. Then that's the second row. So the pattern is going to be 12 rows. So I'm going to hang little weight on it, just like that. And I'm having two recorded already on my row counter. So I'm going to come back to my punch card and open my punch card to small. That is that green side. Then I'm going to press the two last button for tucks pattern. That's it. Then I'm going to knit in black. I'm already knitting in black. I'm going to knit more 4 rows in black. 1, 3, and 4. Right now I have 6 rows of black right here. 6 rows of black. So I'm going to change my yarn. I need 2 rows of white with the pattern. 2 rows of white. That's it. Change my yarn. I need 2 rows of black again. That's it. Then I'm going to grab my color hash. I need 2 rows of hash. So I'm using hand for the third color right now, guys. 2 rows right now. So this form my pattern. 6 rows of black, 2 rows of white, 2 rows of black, and 2 rows of ash color, making the total on my row counter 12 rows. So 12 rows form my pattern. So let me knit again one pattern. This is one pattern already. I want to knit again so that you can see what I mean. So I'm going to knit black 6 rows right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I'm going to change my yarn and knit 2 rows of white. 1, 2. Then change and knit 2 rows of black. 1, 1, 2. Then 2 rows of hash color. 1, 2. So guys, you can see what I mean. This is 6 rows of black, white 2 rows, black 2 rows, and hash color 2 rows, making one pattern. So I've just finished making another one pattern, making 2 patterns that I'm having here. So guys, that's the pattern, and the body pattern is going to be 38 patterns. That is, I'm going to see white in 38 places. So I'm going to continue behind the camera till when I get to the end of the back side. So at 38 patterns right now for the back. So I'm going to bind off the back, then move down to front side. So guys, we are at the front side right now, and I told you earlier that it's buttoned down. So right now I've already bring out my needle 0 to 65 because it's going to be in 2 parts as button down, and I've already knitted my rib and drop it, knit with waist yarn and drop it. So I have the 2 already. So I'm going to go ahead and fix the one I want to knit at this side, that is the left side So I'm going to fix by turning the front side of the rib to myself, so that the paw side will be the front side. So guys, let's go ahead and let me fix this so that we can go ahead about the front. So guys, you can see after fixing it what we have. This is 0 to 65. Then use tension 5 and knit 50 rows. Fold it, knit with waist yarn, fold it and turn it over. So just as we knitted the back rib together, the back side rib together, just like that, but this is 0 to 65 needle. So guys, I'm going to push my carriage back to this side by pressing this and move it down, then release it back. Then my tension is already on 6, so I'm going to use 6 right now. So what I need to do again is to set my card back to number 3 and put it on hold. I'm going to turn the knob to inform my machine I want to knit in card, punch card knitting. Then I'm going to knit one row with tension 6, and I'm using black is the background color. So go ahead with one row right now, so you can see what we have. Then I'm going to hand comb on it, then with little weight on it. Then I'm going to open my card, then press these last 2 buttons together for tucks pattern. Then I'm going to record 2 on my row counter. That's it. Then right now guys, I'm going to go ahead and continue knitting in the pattern for 23 patterns before I will start to shape for V-neck. So guys, you can see what we have at 23 patterns right now. So it's time to shape for V-neck. You know, I'm going to use 30 needle to shape for 15 pattern. So what I need to do is to decrease 2 needles and knit 1 pattern. By so doing, 15 pattern will be knitted and 30 needle will be out of the work. So guys, let's see how it's being done. I'm going to decrease 2 needles. Then I'm going to set the work back as it's supposed to be. Then knit in my pattern. So guys, the last decrease guys. Can see what we have. So this is the end of this front side, one of the front side. So the needle is at 30. From 0 to 30 is what I use to shape the neck, and with 15 patterns. So I decrease 2 and knit 1 pattern till when 30 needles is out of the work. So right now I'm going to go and knit the second side of the front. The left side is what I'm going to start very soon, and what I need to do on the left side is to, you know, fix the rib back to 0 to 65, then continue knitting in my pattern for 23 pattern, and with 15 pattern I'm going to start shaping for the neck, you know, at this side, not at this side again, at this side, so that you can have left and right neck shaping. So see you then guys. I'm going to knit the sleeves separately, and later I will attach it to the knitting machine. So I'm starting from the rib side. The knitting of sleeve is starting from the rib side, you know, from the cuff of the sleeve. So right now I'm going to cast on 30 23 by 32 needle. So I'm going to do a wrap. Knit 50 rows with tension 5, fold it, and knit with waist yarn and drop it. Then I'm going to turn it over, to have the ball side as my front side. So right now I'm going to go ahead and cast on 33 by 32 needle, and it's going to be in rib 2 by 1 with black color. I'm going to wrap, change my tension to 5, so guys I'm going to knit 2 rows. That's it, 2 rows, and knit with waist yarn, 2 rows with waist yarn, and I'm going to drop it, then fix it back by turning it. So my carriage have to be here, then fixing it back right now. Guys, my punch card is unlocked already, so I'm going to turn this and knit 1 row. That's it. Then I'm going to go back and change my row counter to 2, because I assumed that I've knitted 2. So right now I'm going to press this together and open my punch card to be rotating. Right now what I need to do is increasing row, increasing row for the sleeve. So I'm going to be introducing 1 needle at both sides and knit 1 pattern. I think you still remember the pattern. So I'm going to introduce 1 needle at both sides and knit 1 pattern for 23 pattern. I'm going to do this for 23 patterns, and by then my needle will have get to 55 by 55 needle. Right here we are at 32 by 33 needle for the rib. So right now guys I'm going to go ahead and start to knit in my pattern. So right here, hanging the comb on it to give weight, to add weight on my work. So right now I'm going to knit. Already I have 2 recorded at my row counter, so I have to knit extra 4 rows of black. Then before I knit that, this is 33 and this is 32, so I have to start my increase here. I have to start my increase here, and I'm going to leave this side without not increasing, because it's now 33 by 33. So I start with 33 by 33 with my first increase. So I'm going to knit in my pattern 4 rows right now to add 4 rows to the black. 1, and my tension is already changed to 6, so I'm using tension 6 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6 rows of black, 2 rows of white, and 2 rows of white, making 8 rows. This is 2 rows of black, making 10 rows, and 2 rows of ash color, making 12 rows as the counting of my pattern. That's it. So I'm going to increase right now and start from the beginning. So the arrangement of the sleeve pattern is different from the body. So right now I'm going to knit in black throughout 12 rows. So that's how I will be alternating it. 12 rows right now of black all through, still in the tux pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 rows of black. Then I'm going to go back to my normal design of mixing color. So I'm going to increase one at both sides. Then I need to knit black, 6 rows of black for the next pattern before mixing the color. This is 6 rows of black before mixing this. So I've already knit 12 row as the pattern. So I'm going to leave my yarn as black and knit 6 rows of black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then mix the 6 rows that remain in the color. So going to the white, 1, 2, to the black, 1, 2, and ash color 2 rows. That's it. Then I have to come back to 12 rows of black here. So then increase and knit 12 rows of black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's it. So I'm going to leave my black on because the next thing is black again before these 6 rows. So increase and knit 6 rows of black. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And black, then ash color. So that's it, guys. Right now we have how many patterns knitted? This is 1, and we have 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 pattern already knitted. That is, my needle is at 37 by 37 right now. This is how I will continue knitting the sleeve till when I increase in 23 patterns and my needle will get to 55 by 55. See you then, guys. The pattern is 23 pattern right now and the needle is at 55 by 55 needle. So you can see what we have here, guys. You can see what we have. So the next part is to knit 9 patterns straight away. So I'm going to knit 9 patterns. All the pattern for the sleeve is 32 pattern. Then this is 23 with the shaping to 50 by 50 needle, and so I'm going to knit more 9 pattern right now to end the sleeve at 32 pattern. I'm going to shift my weight a little bit. I'm going to shift it up. So the row counter is showing 384 rows. So when you multiply 12 times 32 pattern, it's going to give you 384 rows. So this for the sleeve is 32 pattern. So that's it, guys. So right now I'm going to knit in plain 2 rows, because I'm going to fix the sleeve right here on my knitting machine. So I'm going to close up the pattern, then knit 2 rows. 1, 2. So that's it. So guys, this is the back side. So I'm going to count 15 pattern. That's the armhole. So I'm going to count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. So here, so I'm going to turn over and fix from center 0 to this place, guys. So that's how I will fix the armhole. So center 0, line to cross. That's it. Here is the front side. Then I'm going to count 15 pattern. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. Here at this last black here, I'm going to fix. You know, guys, I forgot to let you know that this side is going to face each other. You can see this side is going to face each other. So the poor side is going to face each other. So that's it. Then I'm going to fix them back on the knitting machine. So that's it, guys, fixing the sleeve on the knitting machine. So I'm going to push all the needle back to E position for easy knitting. Then I'm going to knit 2 rows. That's it. Then I'm going to check and push out again. That's it, guys. Then I'm going to knit another 1 row, making 2 rows. That's it. Last row right now, I'm going to go back to tension 10 and knit 1 row in tension 10. After the 1 row, I'm going to bind it off by making the binding off loose. So because I don't want anything to restrain the armhole, so I'm going to make the bind off for this sleeve fixing to be very loose. So any method that you can use to make your bind off loose. So that's this, guys. So guys, you can see the 2 sleeve right now, they are all complete. So the next thing to do is to fix for button bound. So I'm going to go this way. This is my front side. I'm using this place as my front side. So I'm going to fix for buttonhole bound right now, and I'm going to fix all the same area for buttonhole to 95 by 95 needle. So that's what I'm going to do. And this V shaping and this V neck shaping is going to enter 18 needle, and the rest is going to extend to 95 needle, maybe 110 needles for this area. 110 needles from 95 needle. Then I'm going to count 80 needle. I'm going to count 80 needle to the V-neck shaping. So I'm trying to check where the V-neck shaping starts from. So that's here. So I'm going to start fixing to this place, then that is 80 needle. Then I'm going to share this into two and go to 40 needle. That's the half of the remaining needle. Yes, sharing it into the half. That is, this is 95 to 95, needle. 95 to 95 needle for the button bound or buttonhole bound. So that's it. Then I'm going to fix right now. So guys, you can see what we have after fixing the band, on 95 by 95 needle, and I'm going to use tension 6 to knit 40 rows. The total is 40 rows. So guys, this is the buttonhole side. So I'm going to change my tension to 6 and knit 10 rows because I said it's 40 rows. So I'm going to knit 10 rows and create a buttonhole. So, and I'm going to select this to rib 2 by 1 according to the rib I use at the down part. So it's going to be rib 2 by 1. So let's see how I go about that. So that's one row. I'm going to knit another row, but before then I'm going to push them outside just to check if I'm in order. Yeah. So I'm knitting second row right now. That's it, guys. So right now I'm going to select in rib 2 by 1. So the needles are now selected in rib 2 by 1. So bringing them outside to secure the stitches. So bringing them to E position to secure the stitches. So that's it. Then I've already knit 2 rows, so I'm going to go ahead and complete it 10 rows. So with tension 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's it, guys. So I'm creating the buttonhole around this place. So this is where the 80 needles is. So my buttonhole is going to be from the 80 needles, after the 80 needle downward here to 95. That's where I'm going to create the buttonholes. So I'm going to create my button with these needles right here, making 5 buttons here. So I'm going to make the holes right now, guys. So guys, making another holes right now. You can see what we have here. You can see. So making another one the same way. So this is total of 40 rows. So I'm going to fold and bind off. So guys, you can see the bottom band right here, guys. So this is the bottom band. So right now I'm going to go ahead to the neck band. So I'm going to align them together. To know where the back band will start from. So you can see. So I'm going to go and fix this place right now on 33 by 33. So that's 33, then by 33 here for neckband. Then I'm going to go ahead and check here also. So here to 33. So I'm going to fix on machine. You can see this is my front side. This is where I want to use as my front. So I'm going to fix the neck right now. So guys, I'm going to need 2 rows right now in black color. Change my tension to 6. Need 2 rows in black. Select to read 2 by 1. So at the bound side I knitted 40 rows. So I'm going to knit 40 rows here right now with tension 6, 40 rows. So I've already knit 2 rows. So I'm going to complete it with 38 rows right now. So guys, this is 40 rows. So I'm going to fold it. Knit 2 rows. Going to tension 10 and bind off. So guys, you can see the back neck right now. You can see it here right now. Back neck. So the remaining thing to do is to sew. So it's to sew. So I'm going to join this to this and this side to this. So join this to this and this side to this as the button down. So and see what we have as the button down. So close this, that, then I'm going to join this down, then run the sewing. That's the hem. Then now put black button at the, just like that.